I think a key message in our earnings is that we actually upgraded the outlook for the second half, a year where we actually have more, say, tough comparator compared to what we did last year. So we're very confident in our ability to scale and also supply patients and deliver now stronger growth for the second half. So I say worry less about what happened specifically in Q2. There were some adjustments to rebates, etc. Look at our guidance, and we believe there's a very attractive growth in front of us.
So let's discuss the guidance, because you cut it by 2 percentage points in terms of operating profit growth. Is that adjustment solely because of the impairment loss on the kidney disease drug, or is because you're a little bit concerned about some bottlenecks for the rest of the year? What drove that cut in profit growth outlook?
Yeah, it is fully linked to the impairment, so that takes it down by some 6%. And then we add actually an underlying growth of 4%. So we add 2 percentage points on the top, 4 on the bottom. I think that's a very strong upgrade, and again, a sign of our confidence in our ability to scale. So I wouldn't worry about profit guidance going down. It's actually underlying going up by 4%.
Now, Wegovy sales on the quarter are actually up from Q1, but some analysts this morning are suggesting to me that actually they are concerned about the sales for Wegovy coming in lower than what they had expected. So higher on the quarter, but lower than expectations. Could you address those concerns, please?
Yeah, so I would look at the script development in the US market, because we have now increased our supply to the market. And when you look at our total scripts in the US, they are double up. So they doubled since the beginning of the year. So I think that's a sign of both the competitiveness of Wegovy, but also our ability to scale. And again, what happens in one quarter is often linked to rebate adjustments, and that's what happened in Q2. So I would look to the in-market script development and our guidance to find comfort in our ability to both scale and compete in the US market.
Let's talk about the US market then. A huge competitor there is Eli Lilly. They now have about a 40% market share in this space. In the past, you've said you're not concerned about competition because this brings up innovation. It's just better for everyone. But we are seeing more and more competition now, in particular with Roche's trials as well. Are you concerned that this moment competition has just hit that fine balance where it's actually becoming a problem for you?
No, I would say in the US market, the development in scripts is a function of the supply of the two competitors who have products there. And you can say it does really make sense to compete on market share because it's still a very small market. So it's about expanding the market, get the benefits of treating obesity to payers and patients. And then a leader should be expanding the market. And I actually see there are two leaders who can drive expansion of the market, and that will drive growth for us for the coming years. And then, of course, a very attractive market attracts competition. I think there's a lot of volatility in the current markets, and of course, if you come with some early data, it attracts attention. But again, a phase 1 trial with a few weeks exposure and a low number of patients is not something that's going to impact our business short term. Later this year, we will come with our own pipeline news, both from one of our all agents, but also our late-stage CagriSema asset that we believe can have a leading potential in terms of efficacy. So we built our bets, and I'm very confident that we can also sustain competitiveness longer term because of that.
I want to talk pipeline in just a moment, but when you think about the presence in the United States, some doctors are actually suggesting that they are just prescribing what's available at the shelves at this stage. On top of that, several different clinical trials have actually suggested that Zepbound is more effective, even though slightly, but more effective than Wegovy. And some people are actually preferring Zepbound as a result because they have heard of that. Are you concerned about reputational risks in the United States and that consumers, patients in this case, I should say, are actually preferring your competitor?
No, I'm not. I think in our products, Ozempic for diabetes, Wegovy for obesity, I think we have very efficacious products. And I think all the data we have shows that what we produce, we can sell in the US market. So I think that's a very, very positive situation. And then again, if you believe in that there's a one product taking it all, which I don't think is right, then look at our innovation coming, because I think that will hopefully turn out to have a very strong profile. So I believe that it's a market where there's room for more contenders, but you need to pass a certain level of efficacy and you need to have a safe profile. And I believe we have that, so I think I'm very optimistic and very confident in our ability to sustain growth based on what we have. And I'm very excited about our pipeline as well.